Good morning, straight into it today, no time to waste. Last night I tried to go to Stiperstones, and if you haven't seen the little clip, I'm going to put it up in that top corner, just check that out. I did a little 5-minute clip on my GoPro. It was a whiteout. Yes, I know you've got to be in it to win it, but unfortunately the hill, both sides, coming up both sides, was steep. And in the van, I know I've got decent tyres on there, but I wasn't planning on getting stuck or slipping down the bank and breaking the van. So I bottled it, went for a quick walk, took a photograph. It was getting dark anyway, it wasn't daytime, so the darkness sort of played on my mind as well. Yeah, I bottled it, came back down. I'm actually parked, you can see the van behind me, parked down there. Stopped there last night. It was raining and stuff, and it's raining now. I'm back at a place I was some time ago. Can't remember the name of the place, but I'm near Church Stratton, and there's a little bank of hills. And I'm going to head up there. Now I can see the snow where I was last night. See over the back there? There's snow on those hills there, on them there hills. So hopefully I'm going to go to the top, take my time because I've got a full kit, coffee, water, snacks. I'm just going to take my time, fully waterproofed up, and just enjoy the day. It's going to be a good walk, a long walk. I've needed this for a while. I'm just going to take my time, and if I do find a photograph, I'll switch you back on. If you haven't seen the video I did last time I was here, I'll also put the link up for you there. Check that one out because I was huffing and a puffing and a puffing and a huffing. But yeah, this is just going to be a walk. Hopefully a couple of photographs with a little bit of snow in them. And we've just hit November. I think it's 7th, something like that, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I don't know, 7th I think. So I'm starting to walk uphill. I'll speak to you in a bit and just take it as it comes today. Just let you know where I was going, sort of switch you back on for a minute, and it's a bit of hail, a bit of snow, a bit of all sorts, but where am I? That's where I'm going, up there, right to the top. That's the plan. There is a decent footpath, and that's the one I'm going to take today. I'm going to take a decent footpath, cut across the field, and you walk up the slope. If it gets too muddy and too slippy and looks like I'm going to get more damage and more mud than I am walking, then I'll stop and come back down. But the plan is to go to the top, and there's a tiny bit of white up there. There's a little bit of snow, just managed to catch the top, but it's not as snowy as it is over that side, and I will show you over there when I get there. But again, like I say, I'm just going to take my time, and I've got to walk down through this little woodland now first before I cross the brook and start my way up the path. There are people on the path now, so if all else fails, I'm definitely going to get a walk out of this. I might talk about gear today, gear and what gear I've got with me and why. Of course, we'll start with a coat, decent raincoat. This is actually a Gore-Tex coat. It's made by Montane. It's expensive, and it's where I've ended up in life, buying the quite dear gear because I'm out quite a lot. You don't need the dearest stuff. I've started with a lot of other gear, but this is where I've ended up with this. It's big, so it goes over the top of all my coats. Underneath, I've got my rab down, which is keeping me warm, and I've got 2 insulating layers underneath that. I've got a mid layer and a base layer, both quite good quality. If I can find links for everything, I will put it in the description. And on my trousers, I've got my Berghaus over waterproofs, and underneath I've got another pair of Montane trousers. And I will talk about underwear. I wear fully synthetic underwear because it absorbs all the sweat and wicks it away from you. And these are Under Armour. They're fantastic, and they were recommended by another vlogger, Mr. Gareth Danks, name dropping. I did ask him once. I'm sure he was the one that told me what he wore, and they're brilliant. So thanks to him, I always wear them now as well. Socks, very warm socks, very, very nice. Mountain Warehouse. They're called Trekking, something Trekking. Again, I'll find links for everything for you and put them up. They are merino wool. They are absolutely the best socks I have ever had on my feet in my entire life. Highly recommended. And I also have the SealSkinz ones, but we're not walking in water today, hopefully. But yeah, these are what I've got on today, dead warm. And finished with my boots for now, and they're a Berghaus Gore-Tex boot. As you can see down there, I've had these now for a couple of years and they're absolutely fantastic. I'm just in the process of changing to a different pair, which I'm not quite sure yet, but these have been brilliant. I've had them 2-3 years maybe. Absolutely fantastic on my feet. Waterproof, warm, dry, and relatively safe to walk with. So there's my first part of my gear. Now let's get walking, get a bit wetter. Oh, my hat. This is my waterproof Berghaus hat as well. Comes down over my ears if I need it. Goes right around the back of my neck. And it's lined and it's waterproof, and it's got a peak on it that I can keep my glasses dry. So there you go, that's what I'm wearing today. Oh God, and my gloves. I've got some SealSkinz gloves, fingerless ones at the moment, and I've got some others in my pocket, some Montane mittens, which I'll show you later on. Right, come on, that's the first part of the gear. Let's get going. Right, so do any of you remember this tree? That little arch there. I was actually here. This is in the video. I took a picture of this tree and it looked quite nice. Fully green. You couldn't even see through the canopy. It was nice and green and nice and lush. And this is the woodland where I'm walking through now, and it's, like I say, it's winter time. It's pretty bleak. It doesn't help with my glasses. It's fogging up either, which is not the most ideal thing for wearing glasses. And this is one issue that I really do have, is the fact that when you're wearing glasses you can't really see anything, but you know, you have to. I've tried contact lenses in the past and I just don't get on with them. I couldn't get them in, couldn't get them out, and I just don't like them. And I'm not going to walk down this hill while I'm talking to you because I'm going to slip because I'm not concentrating. But yeah, heading down through the woods. Just thought I'd check in. Yeah, base layers. I said I wore 2 base layers, and why have I got 2 on today? I've got a base layer and a mid layer, then I've got my thermal, and I've got my waterproof. Waterproof because it's raining, thermal because it's massive insulation, because I know it's going to be cold when I get up there. And then I've got 2 layers. Base layer is going to wick all the sweat from me, and then it's going to dry really quick. And then the mid layer is just an extra length of warmth. Again, all synthetic layers, so that's why I've got that many pieces of clothing on. I'm warm at the moment and I'm sweating, but I know when I get to the top and I stand still, it's going to get very cold. Now I could start putting them all on when I get up there, but it's quite chilly now, so I'm just going to make my way, but I am going to take my time. I'll switch you back on when I get down to the brook to show you the brook, because this is a fantastic little place to come for a walk, and yeah, you should enjoy it if you come here. None of this is easy today. The pathways are so muddy and slippery. I couldn't find the bridge just now, and I just found it, but I've just got to make my way over all this large. I mean, I know I've got decent boots on, but I just don't want to get caked in mud and slip on my arse. And that's the problem with it. It's so slippy, and you put your feet down, there's nowhere to go apart from forwards. So I'm just trying to maneuver myself way down without slipping forwards or sideways even. I just walk through the mud. It's got to be easy going through the mud. Yeah. Your boots are designed to go forwards, not sideways. So consequently, if your boots go sideways, there's nothing to stop them going. Right, I'm down to the brook now. I was going to walk across the little ford, but the ford's a little bit deeper than I wanted to walk through. So we're on the bridge, very nearly. So this is the little brook, and it actually leads to a large patch of water down there, and I might have a look at that later on. But for now, I'm going to head up because I want to go and see the view and see the snow on the other side. So I've got to make my way up this little short path and then just cut across a little bit and get back on the main path, which you would normally do if you walk through the ford. But like I say, the ford's definitely ankle deep, and I didn't want to walk through that. Whew, I'll check in a bit. Okay, I'm on a better pathway now. So what other gear have I got? I call this something beginning with a T stick. But yeah, walking stick, very, very good. You've just seen me just now poke it into the mud in front of me, and it was deeper than I was going to step into, so it gave me a bit of a warning. It's also saved me that many times slipping and going up hills. Fantastic, you can get a good drive on your arms and push, really does help your legs. And coming down, you can push forward and stop yourself going forwards. So yeah, highly recommend the stick. This is a Caramore stick, this one, and it's a carbon fibre one. Again, I'll put the links up for what it is. Nice and lightweight, squishes down, relatively small, and I've got 2 of them, but because I carry you, I can't carry 2. Oh, definitely getting my breath up. I haven't done any exercise for ages. My job's changed a little bit at work, and I'm doing more office sitting down work, which is great, but I'm not getting the exercise. Oh, it looks like that snow that was up there before has cleared. Oh, but I can see it over there. Definitely not cleared over there. So that's where I'll be shooting, that way, hopefully. Right, I'm definitely shutting up. I'm going to go for a long walk now. And I'll talk to you in a little while. I'm at my next pit stop, and I'll just put you down for a minute. Put my stick down. I'm gonna have probably a mouthful of coffee, which I've got in one of my little pouches down here. Oh, right, let me just explain my trousers. I said these are over trousers. Why do I wear these ones? The reason I wear these is because they zip all the way up the side, so that you can actually put them on while your boots are on. You can zip all the side up, and then you can actually, once you've got it to the top and the zips to the bottom, you can unpop a couple of poppers, zip the top one down, and actually let some vent in. So I've got a bit of venting going on either side, but it does mean I can get them on and off with my boots on, because they do come all the way down. And the other thing these are good for is, look at the mud on the bottom of my trousers. And this is just with walking up this path, so they're good at keeping your other gear clean. Underneath, so I've got my Montanes. These are thicker ones than I normally wear. Something like Terra, something, whatever they are. I will put all the names up. You know me, I'm not very good at remembering names, but these are really good. And oh, here comes some wind. Really good. These are dead warm and dead thick, and these are got a bit of padding and insulation to them, which is probably more than I need right now. I could have done my thinner ones, but my regular thin ones, I can actually unzip the legs and take the legs off if I want to. So there's a little bit more about my trousers. Anyway, really good. Get them from Go Outdoors. This was ordered online. The reason I bought this jacket after all the other ones is, one, it's dead long, so it goes down quite a long way. It goes right down over my bum, so if I have to sit on anything, and it keeps me quite insulated. The zips are massive, so I've got full size zips on these, so I can put all my gear in, and even when I've got my belt or my bag wrapped around me, I can still use the tops of the pockets to put my gloves and things in. Now, I did say I'd mention my gloves. They are in here. Let's try not to lose any of my lens cloths, which I've got inside here as well. And yeah, these are my Montane mitts. Now, I got these mittens because you can slide your hand in quite easily, and you use your own thermal properties of your fingers. The only problem with these is they're slippy. They're not very easy to hold on to things, but they do keep your hands really, really warm. And they pack down to about the size of a small cigarette packet. And they come in a little pouch, so you can actually squeeze these right down, because they're all air padded. They're really good. I say Montane, nice and lightweight, keep your hands really warm, and you use your own thermal properties because your fingers are rubbing together then. I've got these on today just because they're nice and light. Mr. O got me these. These are just fingerless mitts, so I can use the tips of my fingers. Yeah, I'm not very good on this gear reviewing stuff, but like I say, I thought I'd mention it. I've been asked in the past what it is I wear, what I use. I'll also mention a few of the other things as I go along. Pouches, you've seen me carry these pouches, and I mentioned these before. I quite like this one. It's got a pull string top, and it's pretty good for keeping my coffee cup in. All clipped to my bag. I know I've got lots of things clipped on, but today I've got extra water as well, because I know I was going to be out for quite a long time. I'm now carrying my camera on the side, so I can get my camera anytime I want without taking my bag off. I also have peak design clips. You've seen these clips before. These are designed to carry my camera, so while I'm not carrying you, I can clip it on here. And I've also carried my GoPro on the side, because today I'm doing a little bit of B-roll on the GoPro as well, so I can just reach down, switch it on while I'm walking. Camera bag. This is the Whistler 350. And the reason it's called a whistler, and this is a brilliant idea, it has a whistle built in to the strap. So if you get in trouble, you can whistle and whistle and whistle, because you might not be able to shout, you might not be able to see anybody, but to be able to whistle is a brilliant idea. So to have that right by your lips that you can use all the time is an absolutely fantastic idea, and that's why it's called the whistler. It's a safety thing, SOS and all that. And if you don't know what SOS is, it's 3 short, 3 long, 3 short, 3 short, 3 long, 3 short, and just keep doing that. 3 short, 3 long, 3 short, SOS, SOS, SOS. Someone will understand and will come and have a look for you, as long as they can hear you. But this will travel a lot further than anything else. You know that I've normally got my radio on. There it is at the top there. I've got my radio on. They're Motorola radios, really good. Again, links in the description. The reason I have the radios on is when I'm out with other people, especially with Mrs. C. Denise can call me anytime she wants to from wherever I am. I've got it on at the moment because it's clipped on and tied around my bag, so it's just a pain keep taking it off and leaving it in the van and leaving it in the car, so I leave it on all the time. What else have I got attached to me? Little Caramores everywhere. I've got these little Caramore clips that I use to clip things to, just to added things of carrying stuff. I can carry me straps, I can carry me tripod and stuff like that. We've got blue skies. It's now time to head up the hill. So yeah, a little bit more about the gear. My boots are starting to leak. I must admit, I was stood in a bit of water and I think they're just starting to crack at the front, but 2 or 3 years, not bad use, is it really? So yeah, these are seen their best, and they're time to move on, I think, to the new ones. And the new ones are Decathlon, not Decathlon, Solomon's from Decathlon. So yeah, I'm yet to get to grips with them, but I will do. I've got to break them in, I've got to use them, I've got to wear them. It's all right, it's getting a bit chilly now, standing here, caught my breath. I'm gonna have a little drop of coffee, a few morsels of food that I've got in my pocket, some nice dried fruit, and then I'm gonna head up that hill. And I'll probably talk to you when I get to the first top stage. Definitely speak to you in a bit. One quick thing, how to wear a walking stick. Your hand goes down, up through the strap, and then you hold on to it. This is supposed to stop you from breaking your thumbs. So go down, up through your strap, and then you hold on to your strap, and not the other way round. Okay, let's go. That's where I was last night. If you see down, where are we, down this bottom corner down here, there's a pathway that leads and snakes all the way up I didn't come down that one. I actually came down right over the other side, up sort of north way and come back down. That's the road I could have come down, but I didn't know if it was going to be covered in snow and slippery, because it is seriously steep, especially for big heavy vehicles like mine. But I was over there in that white. I was over the other side of that bank, so you can imagine it was quite snowy over that side. That's where I was last night. I kind of wish I'd have stayed and just to see what today was like, and possibly I could have got up in a pure white van, white car park and everything, and I could have maybe made my way out. But literally just outside the car park you got a bit of a track, and then the track turns to a road and it goes round a very steep bank and bend. It's sort of 180 degrees, if not more, comes back on itself, and it just worried me that if the van slid there I could be in trouble, and it sort of slid down as well, so I didn't want to take the risk. I could have stayed there tonight as well, could have stayed there for the whole day, but you know what it's like. As you get older, it gets the better of you. It's quite windy here. I stood in this gap just now, and the wind coming up here is, oh wow, cold and pretty strong. And I'm just hiding behind this shield of this bit of a bank here, but I can hear it whistling up behind me. So as I walk up now, it's going to get pretty windy. But this is the easier part. It might be a little bit slippy, a bit boggy in places, but I'm nearly to the top now, so I will put a long lens on though. I think I'll just take a shot of that while I'm up here. And the rain over that side, there's loads of weather going on over there. It's coming down from the north. There's a lot of weather going on. It's clear over this way. There's snow behind me on the hills behind me, but there's a lot of weather the other side of this bank, and I'll show you when I get round there. But yeah, this is really nice. I'm really enjoying this. Lovely walk. It's a shame Mrs. C's not with me, because she'd enjoy this. Nice and peaceful, nice gentle walk. It's cool, I'm not going to lie, it's cool, but I'm insulated in all this lot, so I don't mind. I've unzipped my trousers a bit more, I'd let a bit more air through. It's the walking up the hills that does it. But that's really nice. Oh dear, what a shame Mrs. C's at work. I'm only off because I've got a couple of holidays I've got to take before the end of the year, and as this is before the end of the year, you're probably seeing it in the new year, but yeah, dead nice. Right, let's get to the top, see if I can find a bit of shelter behind a rock and go and have a look and see what it's doing over the other side of this bank.